Overwhelmed. That has been the word that has continually popped into my head since early August when Mr. Walter O'Hara first called to inform me that I had won this prestigious award. To even be mentioned in the same sentence with the legendary Frank McGuire is just beyond belief. To be considered in the same category as tonight's other winners, as well as the winners of the past 8 years, is simply beyond comprehension to me. Then when I arrived here tonight, the word overwhelmed took on a whole new meaning. I cannot describe the feelings and emotions that are running through me right now as I look out on this audience and try to comprehend that so many of you people have taken the time and effort to be here tonight. In no way could I have thought this possible or ever imagined such a tribute on my behalf. I would first like to thank all of the people from the McGuire Foundation, as well as the selection committee, for all of your efforts on the behalf of high school sports and for the honor that you have bestowed upon me tonight. I would like to congratulate tonight's other 3 McGuire Award winners, as well as our first ever 2 Pressler Award winners. I think I speak for all of us when I say that we do what we do because of our love for high school sports and the athletes that we get to deal with year in and year out. We are not in it for the accolades, but when we are so honored, we are forever gracious. We accept this honor on behalf of all our colleagues who we represent tonight. There are numerous people who I would like to thank for making this night possible, and my apologies to anyone that I might omit. First of all, I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't been for my parents, May and John Doherty. Unfortunately, both are deceased, and although not physically here tonight, I am sure they are watching down on all of us. I truly believe that the traits and guidance they gave me while growing up is the main reason why I'm accepting this award. My father probably made less in a week than it cost for a ticket to this dinner. Yet my family never seemed to want for anything. We always seemed to have what we needed. I never remember asking for something important and not having them sacrifice to see that I got it. I thank them for teaching me the importance of family and the difference between right and wrong. And for on those occasions when I forgot the difference and wandered onto the wrong side, I thank my mother's shoe and my father's belt for quickly reminding me the difference and making me think long and hard before I would make that mistake again. Discipline at its best. My biggest regret tonight is that they are not here to share this moment with me. I thank my 2 older brothers, Tom and John, for setting a great example to me when I was growing up and for always being there when I needed them. I especially thank my younger brother, Jake, because the other 2 were so much older than us. He was not only my brother, but also my best friend when we were growing up. It was through all the times and things we did together that helped to make me the person I am today. To these 3 guys, I am forever in your debt. To my sister-in-laws, cousins, and all of my nieces and nephews, I thank you for, in spite of the fact that for the longest time, you probably believed that my existence was a mere myth, the fact that there was always a meet, practice, or something else going on that prevented me from being at just about every family function that was ever held. Yet in spite of this, you have always gone out of your way to make me feel a large part of your families and your lives. For this, I will be forever grateful. To the 6 coaches that I had during my own running career at Pearl River and then at Montclair State College. First of all, my first high school cross-country coach, Mr. Bob Wood. Thanks for helping to change my life in so many ways back on that September day in 1970. Also to Al Sedlacek, Tom Doherty, Dr. George Horn, Dr. James Harris, and Dr. Dickie Gray. It was through all of your guidance, leadership, and example that has molded me into the coach that I have become through these years. You all taught me to love the sport that you are devoting your life to love what you are doing, and most of all, to appreciate the people and athletes that you get to deal with every day. I just hope that I have left a small impression on the lives of the people that I have coached, like the one that all of you have left on me. Thanks to the past and present administration of the Pearl River School District. They have always let me try and run a big-time college program at a small suburban high school. Their support day in and day out in spite of some of the crazy and wild things that I do. A quick example, there was a robbery in Pearl River today, and the school was under lockdown, but somehow I snuck 9 girls out to go run through the streets. I just hope I have a job when I get back tomorrow. It's because of your backing that is the main reason the Running Lady Pirates have become a nationally known program. The trips to faraway places, the week at camp in Vermont every summer, their day in and day out support and encouragement is what makes working at Pearl River such a great place. My wish is that the present administration will also be the future one as I finish out my final few years at Pearl River. A special mention to Mr. Max Talaska, the former Pearl River athletic director who hired me back in 1978 to coach at Pearl River. Thanks for believing and trusting in me and for bringing out traits in me that I never knew existed. Because of him, I am what I am today. Also to the 2 other athletic directors that I have had the pleasure to have worked under, Mr. Tom Collins and my brother Tom Doherty. Again, thanks for your support and everything that our teams tried to do. These 2 Toms, along with my good friend Mr. Ed Bowes, are the ones responsible for nominating me for this prestigious McGuire Award. I thank the 3 of you all for always thinking and taking care of me and for helping to bestow this honor on me. To all the older men in my life, people such as Joe Biddy, Ralph Coleman, Mike Glynn, Lou Hall, Tim St. Lawrence, Tom McTaggart, and Ed Bowes. Men I first saw as a young, untalented runner from Pearl River. These were the guys coaching all of the stars that I longed to be like. When I first started coaching, they all took me under their wing and answered any and all questions I had about how they did things. Through their guidance and advice, I was able to become just like them, old and overweight. Not what I had in mind, but I guess I will have to accept it. But now I have the honor and privilege to be able to call them friends, and for this, I am truly honored. To all the assistant coaches that I have worked with throughout the years, especially Steve Edwards, Liam McGurk, Bill Zakowitz, Mike Cannon, and Gilby Hawkins. Through all of their hard work and efforts, Pearl River track and cross country is what it is today. I especially thank them for keeping their own oath of secrecy pertaining to the fact that I don't know much of anything when it comes to track and cross country. Just sit back and take all the credit for what they do. What people don't know won't hurt them. Oh, and before I forget, if I didn't mention these ladies, it wouldn't be safe to go back to work tomorrow. The ladies from my office that I work with every day, Alice, Kathy, and Carol. Thanks for making going to work every day such a pleasure and for being such great friends. Alice, did I read it just as you wrote it? Did I read it just as you wrote it for me to write? Okay, just checking. To all my friends, co-workers at Pearl River, and coaching peers from other schools, thanks for being here tonight to share this special moment with me. Thanks for all of your support throughout the years. Thanks for always taking the time to ask how the team is doing or to congratulate us on our latest accomplishment. Most of all, thanks for always being a friend and someone to help me enjoy my life with. To my very, very special friends, Larry, Johnny N, Coco, Jamie, Bruce, and Marty. All the nights at the Nanuet Restaurant, 40s, and Islands, laughing at all of the stories from the past and never stopping to realize that the present times are what will become the laughs and stories for the future. These are times that I truly treasure and believe are a major factor behind my successes in life and coaching today. And finally, to all the past, present, and future Running Lady Pirates, those of you here tonight, and to all of those others spread out around the country, as well as your parents and families. I have a saying that I mention to girls when they are new on the team. I promise them that if they stick with the team and do what they are told, I can guarantee them that 3 things will happen while they are with us. 1, I will make them laugh. Those of you out here tonight can attest that I do make that happen on a rare occasion. 2, that I will make you cry. No comments from anybody on how often that happens. And 3, I will make you famous.